Hello and welcome to my review of Kubo and the Two Strings, but before I get into it, I'd like to say a few things. First, if I make this shot, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Not even close. Second thing I want to say is a major spoiler alert for this movie, so consider yourselves warned. Thirdly, I would like to have a discussion on this film with you guys, so whatever you have to say about the movie or my review of the movie, go ahead and say that in the comment section down below. Finally, if you want to choose which direction this channel goes in the future and which movies I watch and review in the future, including classics, go ahead and subscribe. With that being said, let's get into it. So Kubo and the Two Strings, about an hour and 41 minutes long, directed by Travis Knight, starring Art Parkinson as Kubo, Charlize Theron as Monkey, Kubo's mom, spoiler, Ralph Fiennes as Moon King, pretty cool, really enjoyed him, Rooney Mara as the sisters, surprise hit for me, surprise hit, Matthew McConaughey as Beetle, or Kubo's dad. First thing that really stood out to me about this movie was the magical elements of it. It starts off with narration, but into the movie we get that the narration is part of a story that Kubo is telling to the villagers where he lives, and is really awesome because he plays this guitar looking thing, like a 3-string guitar thing, and he uses that to use his magic, and he just like sticks a bunch of like construction paper in the middle of like the town square or whatever, and he starts playing, and then it starts making itself into like a samurai warrior and then a fire breathing chicken. It was really interesting and it was really cool. The only problem I had with that was it went into montage mode where it was like it turned into a song, and then it was just like shots of the little samurai warrior doing cool things, and I was like, dude, I want to know what's happening, I don't want it to be a montage. Minor gripe, but I really enjoyed the setup for this movie. Like it set up to us that Kubo is a really cool character with some really awesome abilities. So let's talk about the characters. Kubo, like I said before, really cool and powerful character. Monkey, played by Charlize Theron, who is Kubo's mom reincarnated, is kind of weird. I was like, oh, okay, we're setting up for this cool adventure where Kubo loses his mom, and since he had already lost his father, he would be, tragic hero story. Parents just do not survive those stories. But when I found out that Monkey was his mom, I was like, oh, so he's not alone here. And then later on, when we find out Beetle, Matthew McConaughey, is his dad, I was like, well, this kid's got it pretty good, I mean, he's got everyone. Sure, he's being chased by like the Moon King and the sisters, but that's only at night, You're fine. You sleep at night. You were apparently staying away from them good in the beginning of this story. Like they weren't hunting you down, because it starts off like in kind of in the middle of the night, and it's like the sisters and the Moon King are nowhere to be seen. But what I really enjoyed was right after that, our character, well, not right after that, but later on in the movie, mom and dad die. Monkey and Beetle, they die. And I was like, oh, so he's not only going to have to, lose his mom once, he's going to have to lose her twice. And after finding out that his long-lost dad is alive, he loses his dad too. So I was like, great job. Way to kill off our parents, Can't have a hero's journey without our dead parents. So the MIP of this movie, to me, and this may shock somebody, but it's Rooney Mara as the twin sisters. I really, really dug the sisters in this movie. Like, they were awesome to me. Like, they were interesting. They were amazing villains. They were totally better than the Moon King. I mean, the Moon King turned into the Leviathan. Yeah, from Avengers. That's literally what he looked like. Like, I'll put a picture of the Moon King up here, and then I'll put a picture of the Leviathan up there. That is pretty much a cartoon of that. I was like, wow. And I picked that up like immediately. I was like, well, that's not very original. They already did a caterpillar with, a flying caterpillar. You gotta do the same thing? Come on. Original. Everything else was original about this movie, but like, Rooney Mara as these twins, like, they were cool. They had powers. They could fight. They had weapons. Like, they were awesome to watch. They were the only thing other than the magic, or the origami magic element of this movie. They were the only other thing that I was like, I want more of that. My verdict, watch it. Yeah, watch it. It definitely has problems with it. It is not Kubo and the Two Strings. His guitar thingamajig has 3 strings. I have no idea why it's called Kubo and the Two Strings. No idea. That's my review of Kubo and the Two Strings. And I want to know what you think about this movie. So say whatever you want about the movie or my review of the movie in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, of course. It really helps me out. And don't forget to check out my last review, which is of An American in Paris. And if you want to choose which direction this channel goes and which movies I watch and review in the future, you can do that by subscribing. And thank you for watching this review.